Hello friends, welcome to Train Fever. I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching our first passenger service pulling into Newton Le Willows with pretty much a full house on board. I imagine one person got bored and jumped off and decided they could walk faster, but there you go, that's such is the nature of old school steam trains. So in this playthrough, as I'm sure you're already aware, we are trying to build big towns. We're trying to get as many towns as possible over 1,000 population, hopefully, with one reaching over 1,500 population. And we've started off in a very positive fashion. As you can see, we've got passengers waiting to be shipped around just about everywhere. And our goods lines are doing a jolly good job at getting goods towards the cities, towards towns that will actually help them grow. This time around, as promised, what we're going to do is we're going to build a goods line using trains. Now, for those who've watched previous series, they'll know that I've always struggled with this in a profitability sense, but from the last series onwards, I kind of triggered figured out the formula to success here, and basically that is ship a hell of a lot of goods, just loads. So, first things first, we're going to have to get a station in here. And some enterprising people have actually used this blocking road that I'd put in as an opportunity to build. So, the goal is going to be, we're going to replace, hold on, get rid of the bulldozer, we're going to replace the road shipment of lumber from here up to our sawmill up there. We're going to replace that with a goods line. But we're going to run it through a station in Dukenfield. Now, we're not going to use that to drop goods off on the way back or anything like that. Rather, we're going to try and get our goods services and passenger services running along the same track. Why would you do this to yourself? I hear you cry. Go on, cry by all means. Well, simply because it's more challenging. It's a more interesting way to play, I think. Obviously, my verdict on that may change dramatically once I've actually got it happening, but for now, we'll see what happens. And if I get around to it, I'm going to replace this road that is currently linking several of our goods delivery services to towns. I'm going to replace it with something a little bit more upmarket. But first things first, let's get this show on the road. First, goods station. Make sure it's a goods station. Get it the right length. 3 tracks. Here we go. Spin that thing round until... Yeah, you can tell I've been playing other games lately. I'm trying to spin it round using A-train controls. Okay, right. So let's go in there. So we're going to build this as a 3-track station, so that we effectively have one track that can be used by the goods line to get through without interfering with passenger services. And there we go. That's a job done there immediately. Let's get some more road up. Do we want to get road up first? Yeah, we'll get road up first. Actually, no. I'll try and. That's not going to bridge. Or tunnel for that matter. So that'll have to be a level crossing. Now, hopefully, as people move in, they'll smooth out some of this wonky terrain that I've just helped to create. Look, let's go to there. Look, if you had any sense there, little road, you would understand that I was helping to create a merger point for you. There we go. Take that up to there. Although I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm going to have to do something complex with that junction. You onto there. No, there isn't too much curvature at all. It's a straight line. It's a straight line. Just do it. It's not going to let me bulldoze this, is it? And how much do you want? 250,000. Well, you can just live without then. Oh, that feels bad. That's not conducive to a nice tidy layout, is it? All right, let's link these two together. Like that, and then we'll have to do something that's far less Romanesque in execution. This is not how I wanted to be spending my time today. I want to be building something glorious and, industrial. Let's go the other way. Let's go. No. Let's not do it yet. Let's put the train. Stop. Will you stop doing it and go and build the track? I am a hard taskmaster, but nonetheless fair. Right, so, I mean, in terms of where these tracks are actually going to connect up to, I have no idea at the moment. Would you kindly? If you snap to there, then we can get across as a merged threesome here. Now, I'm not going to keep that as a triple section of track. I'm going to turn it into 2 pieces of track, and hopefully I have my doubts already. Hopefully I'll be able to make that work in terms of scheduling services along the track. Now let's think about where this is actually going to go. So from Dukinfield we're probably going to run a passenger, well, there's no probably about it, Earthlingborough into Dukinfield, Great Yarmouth into Dukinfield. Both of those feel good to me. I'd like to connect it up to Newton, but that's going to require a fairly excessive piece of curvature given the direction that the station's going in. The alternative would be a separate station over here, maybe. But no, I don't like it. I think we'll probably go Yarmouth to Banbury to Newton instead, but we'll maintain the passenger service on surface roads to accomplish the same thing. Right, now, am I going to have to unpause the game? Yeah, there's a vehicle in the way. Alright, you two, get out of the way. You three, all of you people, out of my way. Thank you. Right, I can pause again, get rid of this. Oh, where did you come from? I mean, were you hiding? Go on. Clear off. And now is the time. No, not single speed. We don't want anyone else getting close here. We'll get rid of that and that. Okay, so where's this track going north from here? Maybe up to Nailsworth, maybe up to Ilford. Either way, it's going up a little bit further. So we'll take it as far as there for now. Just so that we can get this this bit of road sorted out. And actually, you're going to peel off, aren't you? So let's start that peel now. Right, okay, how are you going to make this bit of road work? Because on the surface, it doesn't look like it's gonna. Actually, I did talk about building a replacement road over here, so maybe that's what I'm going to do. Maybe... No, not tram. We want a large country road. So if we do that, I don't want to spend more than, let's say... Ooh, that's more than I wanted to spend. Let's spend that much. There we go. Instead of putting a number on it, let's just spend it and then be over it. And then hopefully, actually I've built too much there, haven't I? And then I'll be able to bridge that. I mean, I'm speaking very confidently that I'll be able to do it, but you know, hopefully I'll be able to. I've got enough space there to get a bridge over the top. And again, so many flaming carts in the way. How one is supposed to get anything new built when you've got carts all over that flaming place? I mean, I guess the sensible thing to do... No. The sensible thing to do would be to demolish what had gone before. Right, look, if I go over here and I bump a little bridge in there, does that work for the track? That does work for the track. Does it work more than I need it to? Well, possibly. No, actually, I think that's actually a flyer right there. We'll take it, and for 45 grand, that's a bit of a steal. Right, so then we'll hook you round over there, and people will be joyous and thrilled to be a part of this brand new travelling experience. I haven't just sealed a coach on here somewhere. No, I haven't. Right. Okay, I mean, maybe that's... I mean, this is a little more than I wanted to spend on roads at this point in the game. But, come on, get out of the way. I'm building the future for you. No, don't turn round. Look, there's nowhere for you to go. Go on, clear off. Go away. Thank you. Seriously, this guy has got an attitude problem that, you know, I'm finding hard to comprehend. I also want to make sure that I'm not reducing my my available cash to the point that I can't finish this build off. You're going to do this every time, aren't you? You're going to go, he's done something to the road. I should go up there. No, you shouldn't go up there. You should wend your merry way. I'm going to let you go 2 pieces. I'm going to let you get to the corner. Good, that hasn't upset him. And, yep, they can do the next one. And the next... No, wow. Curse my impatience. Actually, that's not a bad place for a bit of in-town road, that one. So, if I were to... Don't cost too much, please. Oh, I can put a tunnel in there. Yeah, I'm happy to tunnel that. Really? What was all that big talk just now about not spending all your money? There we go. Good. Right. So that's a, you know, that's a nice fast bit of road. I mean, it's excessive given that we're only running carts up there at the moment, but that's a nice piece of road there, and they seem to have figured out how to pave it to get over the bridge, which is a bonus. Right, so next stop is a station of 1 track only, because we only need 1 track. Dropping off lumber, hopefully. Now, what I'm not entirely sure of at present is whether this is going to take to the new line immediately, or whether I'm going to, you know, if I cease the truck operations, is it going to happily adopt the rail solution immediately, or is there going to need to be a transitional period? Oh, that looked good. Yep, right there. That was a good service I just built, right? Yeah. So you only need to accidentally put passenger services in instead of goods once, and you never do it again. That's that's a fact. Stone cold. Okay, right. So I'm going to do something complicated with this next section of rail, in order to get over to a station, which I shall put here, I suppose. That's all right. Here we go. If we put it directly opposite the existing felony lad there, that should be grand. Okay, good stuff. And I've even got enough to buy the train, so you know that's all pleasant. Now, what are you doing? That seems to have been an unnecessary hump you have put in my track. And in the last playthrough, I spent a long time getting humps out of the track as we went on. There we go. Yeah, that's glorious. So we'll run that one like that. I mean, this is actually more track than I want to build at the moment, but I think for this section it's probably necessary. Okay, and then we'll have you firstly merge onto there while keeping the speed up. Given that this is primarily for a goods service, I don't actually need to worry too much about maintaining track speed, but I might as well make these fast points while I can. Right, and then let's run that one just a little bit further, and then we'll run off from here with some kind of magnificent swooping curvy edifice. How do we feel about that? It does leave a fairly lengthy section where return trains are going to be on the wrong side. Second points, do we think? I think second points are probably the order of the day, because obviously once I've got this running effectively, my next adventure will be to actually complete this line down to Yarmouth and turn it into a passenger service as well. Okay, good. Right, so we've got our track set. I know it's miraculous how quickly these things happen. And we're going to go from Dukinfield Halt up to whatever the heck this is called, Dukinfield West, and this is going to be Dukinfield Lumber. Magnifico. Okay, I need to find somewhere conducive to placing a rail depot. I'm not. Don't stop running at triple speed. We don't need to run at triple speed. Because part of my objective is, I mean, you know, if you were to play through until the year 3000, getting to the point of having, you know, super large cities is probably not that big a challenge. But what I'm all about is, should we just bang it on the end? Let's just stick it on the end here. Okay, cool. Right, so let's build me a train. Buy a train. Tractive effort is what we're all about. Okay, we might as well go with the Borsig. And then, what are we collecting? Lumber. Lumber. State car. Can carry 4. So, what do we think? 24 maybe? 24 feels good. I don't want to put too many on there. Because otherwise we're going to burn its top speed. I think 24 is probably the maximum we can consider at the moment. All right, set line, Dukenfield lumber, off you go. And then, before I unpause, we will start the second phase of this operation. Road, right, where are we? Dukenfield lumber. This will be the fella. You're going down. Let's just make sure that it is. Dukenfield sidings, which is top, and Dukenfield south, which is this one. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to assign all of these to different lumber lines. So let's go Banbury lumber goods, and next. Because at the moment I don't want to stop these carts working entirely. No, you were already on that one. You want this one. There you go. And, you know, this is also stopping me from having to buy additional services. So additional carts in order to run this stuff. Let's go. Let's put you on that one. What do we need? Bogner. It's probably a bit of a trek for you to get set up. All right. Let's go there. What's next? Let's go Earthling lumber goods 2. We've done 35. Actually, let's do it this way. This is a method that I've adopted when it comes to upgrading. If you basically click on all of them and get the windows up, you know that as soon as you've set it up, so whether that's for vehicle replacement or onto the line in question that you want it on, as soon as you're done, close the window, you know you've finished. That way you're not constantly chasing your tails to try and find stuff. What do we think? Yarmouth? Let's go Yarmouth lumber goods here. Right, you're done. And then you can go to Newton. Right, you can go Earthling lumber goods 2. And obviously this is going to end up with a period where I'm making less money. Hopefully not catastrophically so, while things transition. Let's put you on lumber goods 2. That's good. One more. Bogner again? Yeah, I think we're going to go Bogner again. Set line. There we go. So we've cleared the line, which means we can now kill it, and all being well, we are in a glorious scenario where the opportunity for profit is ripe. So here we go. Here comes our train, and it has managed to hit its full speed. That's good, but it is unladen at the moment. So the question is going to be, the question that has already been answered is the station is now picking up lumber. This is a sound piece of news, except that the production has dropped off again. So that's a bit of a worry. And I mean, the issue is going to be, now that I've swapped from 8 carts delivering lumber to one train, will it be able to deliver sufficient to maintain the level of production that we had before? I'm really hoping it will. What have you got for me? 7. 7's okay. I'd like you to get to, I don't know, 10, 12 by the time the train gets in. So presumably that means that up here we've had some drop off. Yeah, we've had drop off in production, and we're trying to deliver more wood. That's the goal ahead of us. So I think, yeah, I think almost certainly there will be a minor kind of drop in profits while we establish this new line. Anyway, I'm going to let this run for, where are we now? October 69. I'll probably let it run until mid 1970s, and then I shall catch up with you again. All being well, this new service will replace the carts of old relatively quickly in terms of the amount of goods that it's shipping. At which point we're in business once again, and an expansion is highly probable. So they've got no upgrade. In fact, production's dropping even lower. I don't want this to have been a bad idea. I want the opposite to that. I want it to have been a good idea. I want people to turn around and say, man, that was a shrewd idea you had. So, it's quite handsome. I quite like these little state cars that are hanging onto our tree trunks as we rattle along here. Let's have a quick look at the financial situation. So our income was, it's been kicking up in a pretty significant fashion. We're on, where are we? 1.3 million this year, and we won't have seen the full effect of these changes going in, but certainly the bite will have been there to some degree. And actually, this train, when it drops off, could yield quite the profit. If it lands before the end of the year, then maybe good things are coming our way. It's not going to make it. 28th of December, 29th, 30th, 31st. No, it's going to be first arrival of the new year. So we dropped to 1.32 million last year, and this one is worth 82k. That's it's not going to break any records. 9-minute turnaround. Okay, well, hopefully it increases. Very hopefully it increases. Because if it doesn't, then this is a dead loss. No, there we go. Production's back up again. If it doesn't pay off, then it will take until we've got faster locomotives before we start to see turnaround on this. Because delivering volume, I mean, I could put carts back on it as well. There would be no harm in doing so. So yeah, I'll give that 6 months and see how it pans out. Well, I'll give it, another couple of turnarounds and see how it turns out. Tune in next time, where we're going to, cash permitting. God, that's the question though, isn't it? Cash permitting. All being well, we will build a rail passenger service out to Great Yarmouth. And based on how the town is growing, I think we're going to go right along the edge of the river. That'll be nice. Won't that be scenic? Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Chuck in a comment or two. They're always welcome. And like this video, because everybody likes video liking. Thanks very much. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.
This